Welcome back, boys and girls. Well, today we're working on a 2000 Dodge Dakota. It happens to be a quad cab, and we are fixing the power driver's seat that has that, what they say is normal, clunk back and forth. Every time you hit the brakes, every time you take off, clunk back and forth. And it's really a pain when you're driving a standard and trying to maintain the clutch position and everything. Anyway, they may say it's normal, but it's not normal. It's either wear or it's just a cheap design, and I'll show you how to fix this dude. So as you can see, obviously I had to take the seat out, put the seat up on the tailgate, and you can take it all apart. You have to remove, sorry, that's what happens when you get old. Snap, crackle, pop isn't just for breakfast anymore. Anyway, you have to take out bolt, bolt, bolt. This one's still in here. No, it isn't. Sorry, it's on the other end. You have to take out those bolts. Up here, you have to remove these two little bolts. On here, you'll see a little gearbox similar to that one. There'll be one on each side. So you take out these two bolts, that gearbox comes out. Also, that's what holds this in on each side. Then you will have to take out a bolt right here. This one is still installed. You can see it right there. And what that does is removes your screw here. You'll also have to take out two screws right here on each side. Those are what locks your rail into your positioning block. Now, I've just got a bolt started in here, but that is your clunk that makes your seat go back and forth. Here is why. See all that space in there? This is your positioning screw and your nut. And that amount of space is what's letting your entire seat clunk back and forth. So, first thing you do is measure the length of the screw. I measured from this ear to the end of the screw. I had 3 inches and 5/8. You do that so that you can set them back to where they were. Okay, so all I did was unscrew this. Took a 3/8. This happens to be a lock washer. You could use flat washers if you can get them in there. I didn't have any, so I'm not sure that they'll actually fit down in this groove and still let your screw pass through. Lock washers will. You know, as you can see, it only takes one. There is no very little movement in that one now. And then all I need to do is put it all back together. Now I still have to disassemble this one and put the washer in it, but that will solve your problem, guys. If you want to go to the trouble, you do have to disassemble quite a bit, but if you want to go to the trouble, you can get rid of that clunk and make your seat like it should have been. Thanks for watching, guys. One last thing, guys, that I found out. You will have to grind a flat on your washer. Can't stick up any more than that block does in order to get it all back together. But once you do that, it goes back together fine. There it is, all reassembled, guys. Now, it is important that you pay attention to what order you take things apart. Once you get to this point, you remove these two screws on each side first. That allows you to move this track down, remove the two screws that hold this gearbox on, and there is a mounting screw directly underneath on each side that you have to get to. You then move these slides up to get to that screw there on each side. So, of course, you do everything in reverse order. Do one side at a time because there is a left and a right screw. That one's left-handed, this one's right-handed. You don't want to get them flipped. I mean, worst case scenario, that happens, you get it all put back together, you push your switch forward and the seat goes backwards, and what you would do is you would switch these two wires right here, and then you'd be good to go again. But rather not have to do any more than you have to do. Anyway, this one is ready to go back in, and then we'll see how it functions, and more importantly, if there's no more clunk. Okay guys, seat's all installed. Moment of truth. No clunky. There you go, guys. See you later.